Hi, everyone. Here in France, I'm Dr. Alain Bernard, a geriatric specialist. I've spent more than 30 years helping adult men regain their vitality, increase their blood flow, and strengthen their bonds with others, often without the need for drugs that have unintended consequences. I have something genuinely life-changing to share with you today. Imagine this. A man in his late 60s enters my office with a beaming expression as if he had found a long-lost aspect of himself. Doc, I thought my days of true intimacy were over until I added just 4 basic vegetables to my meals, he says, leaning forward. Without taking any medication or making any significant adjustments, his circulation improved, his endurance increased, and his confidence returned with a bang. What if instead of being concealed in a costly supplement, a pharmacy bottle, or some mysterious trick, the key to a more satisfying personal relationship beyond 60 is currently sitting quietly in your pantry or refrigerator? In this video, I'll reveal those 4 superfoods that will naturally improve blood flow, unclog congested vessels, and revive the parts of your body that are most important to your masculinity. They have the power to rekindle that flame in unexpected ways. And stay tuned, because the last one is a little-known gem that works so quickly that it may surprise your own physician. Before we get started, click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss any advice that could continue to improve your vitality, poise, and relationships far into old age. Put a 1 in the comments if, thus far, this has struck a chord with you. If not, enter 0 and tell me how I may help you on your path to wellness. After proving that rekindling intimacy after 60 might be as simple as reconsidering your diet, let's take a look at these 4 vibrant vegetables that are subtly changing the lives of seasoned men, one mouthful at a time. First up, beets, the powerhouse of nitric oxide found in nature. Many older patients laughed dismissively when I first suggested beets to them. Beets? Really, doctor? But after a few weeks, the same males would come back with awe in their eyes, telling stories like, "My partner and I are rediscovering that closeness we thought was gone," or "I feel more alive than I have in years." I realized then that we were onto something really big. Not your typical root vegetable, beets are a circulatory wonder, particularly for males over 60. The science behind it is as follows. Nitric oxide, a wonderful substance that relaxes and expands blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily throughout your system, especially to those intimate zones that are crucial to feeling alive and connected, is produced by your body from the dietary nitrates found in beets. Our natural nitric oxide synthesis decreases with age, which causes issues in the bedroom, persistent fatigue, and cold hands and feet. Beets, however, can change that. This is supported by research. For example, a study in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who drank beet juice had improved blood flow within hours. And another clinical trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who drank it daily had improved blood pressure and increased endurance. More intriguingly, a study from Wake Forest University found that beet juice improved blood flow to the brain in older people, which may improve mood and attentiveness, 2 important factors for emotional closeness as well. Better circulation, however, means you wake up feeling invigorated, remain focused during conversations, and radiate that quiet confidence that makes people want to be around you. It's not just about getting by, it's about taking back your entire self. With antioxidants like betalains and vitamin C, beets also protect the walls of your arteries, supporting long-term vascular health that supports your hormones, heart, and brain. Patients have told me that after consuming beet smoothies or roasted beets for a few weeks, they felt a return of warmth in their relationships, as well as physically. Allow me to tell you another brief story. There was Robert, a 72-year-old retiree, who blamed just getting old for his wife's estrangement. We introduced beets into his daily routine, even if it was just blending them into morning drinks or grating them into salads. He returned within a month, beaming broadly, and claims that the revitalized flow made him feel decades younger overall. The ancient Romans valued beets for their energizing qualities and used them to improve endurance and fight exhaustion. It turns out that they were right on the money. This expert advice comes from my kitchen. Add a squeeze of lemon and a little olive oil to a beet salad. The combination intensifies the nitric oxide action and increases nutrient absorption. Additionally, keep in mind that beets enhance the flavor of other dishes. However, we have only just begun. If beets may naturally restore intimacy and facilitate better circulation, picture mixing them with a leafy green that maintains the flexibility of your vessels and the stability of your vitality. Let's go on to the next one, a silent ally who restores men's sense of strength, vitality, and grounding. To let me know you're on board, leave a 1 in the comments if you're still here and this resonates with your life. Let's now discover the second vegetable that may help you feel closer and have more blood flow after the age of 60. The unsung hero of good circulation is spinach. Harold, a man in his mid-60s who confided in me about feeling physically separated from his marriage, is someone I will always remember. Intimacy was a faint memory and his vitality had diminished. Since he disliked taking medication, I proposed a minor change: include spinach in his regular diet. Despite his skeptical expression, he tried it. A month later, he walked in beaming and said, "Doc, I feel rejuvenated. It's like something's flowing again." Although spinach may not seem particularly exciting, it has a tremendous effect on blood flow, especially for older men. Like beets, spinach is full of natural nitrates that are transformed into nitric oxide, which reduces vascular strain and guarantees that blood reaches your heart, brain, and, yes, those intimate places without interruption. When everything is in balance, you feel fully alive, in addition to performing well. However, spinach's potent magnesium and potassium content, minerals necessary for blood pressure regulation and muscle relaxation, goes one step further. Magnesium improves flow and reduces strain in men over 60, whose arteries tend to become rigid with age. This creates the foundation for both emotional and physical ties, in addition to promoting general wellness. Hormonal equilibrium is also fostered by spinach. According to a paper published in the International Journal of Endocrinology, men who consume more magnesium had superior T bioactivity, which suggests that magnesium subtly promotes healthy testosterone levels. In every way, antioxidants such as lutein and vitamin C prevent inflammation and vascular aging, which results in reduced swelling, stable blood pressure, and increased endurance. For maximum advantages, I frequently suggest that patients add a handful to their morning eggs, blend it into smoothies, or eat it raw in salads with lemon and olive oil. The beauty? In combination, spinach grows well. Imagine it working in tandem with others to thoroughly clean your vessels from the inside out. However, there's a spicy traditional vegetable that accomplishes just that. It's ancient, full of surprises, and peppery. Now let's get on to it. Garlic, the best cleaner for circulation. Garlic has the ability to surprise people. Most people consider it to be just flavoring, but what if I told you that this common bulb might help restore the very qualities that many men worry they will lose as they age? These qualities include strong blood flow, inner confidence, and the capacity to connect intimately once more. Consider Martin, a 68-year-old man who acknowledged that he avoided intimacy because he was embarrassed his libido was zapped by his reduced circulation. Instead of taking medicines, we concentrated on our diet, starting each day with a few cloves of fresh garlic that had been crushed and allowed to rest before cooking. He tried it despite his initial skepticism. "Doc, I didn't see it coming, but I feel warmer, stronger, and more like my old self," she said weeks later. Allicin, which is released when garlic is crushed, is what does the magic. It promotes healthy pressure, reduces arterial stiffness, and relaxes arteries. Importantly, it guarantees that blood reaches all areas, particularly intimate hotspots, for men over 60. When flow is unhindered, you're not only at your best physically, but also emotionally and cognitively. Because persistent swelling frequently obstructs circulation first, garlic's anti-inflammatory properties are also crucial. Garlic reduces blood flow to the heart, brain, and other parts of the body. Research confirms this. Garlic dramatically reduces the incidence of atherosclerosis and hypertension. According to a meta-analysis published in Phytotherapy Research, another meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Pharmacology highlighted the benefits of garlic for reducing inflammation and enhancing vascular health. Some studies even link it to improved flow, which improves erectile function. Its gradual, quiet action, no unpleasant side effects, just steady gains, is what I adore. It transforms from a spice to a remedy. Roast it whole, sauté it with spinach, or use it into sauces.
Garlic was highly valued by ancient societies. The Greeks used it to give them energy, while the Egyptians fed it to pyramid builders to give them strength. Today, science supports it. Hold on if you feel that this is too simplistic. In addition to increasing flow, the next vegetable can even ignite desire. It's light and crisp and, according to legend, previously represented masculine strength. Let's get started. Put a 1 in the comments to show that you're paying attention if you're still watching and this resonates with you. Let's now introduce the fourth vegetable that could quietly rekindle your passion and restore the intimacy you've been missing.
Celery, the subtly enhancing agent for circulation. You may not think of celery as the best food for revitalizing intimacy and vitality, but allow me to explain. A 67-year-old Swiss man named Richard approached me because he felt that he and his girlfriend were not in harmony. He stated, "My body isn't cooperating, but the spark is there mentally." Each of his path's celery is structurally walking in celery, nor sick nor overweight, just trapped. In every morning, I suggested 2 stalks. Despite his laughter, he made a commitment. After 3 weeks, his vitality increased, his blood pressure decreased, and his marriage and his veins both felt warm again. Because celery contains phthalates, which relax artery muscles and facilitate easy circulation, it is underappreciated for its ability to increase blood flow. Making intimacy feel natural again, this product is perfect for elderly men who struggle with stiff vessels and slow flow to important places. Potassium and magnesium promote heart rhythm, neuron function, and flow, and it is hydrating and mineral-rich. Additionally, it eliminates extra sodium, reducing pressure that impedes normal circulation. I support celery for regaining confidence for the following reasons. It contains apigenin, which has been demonstrated in animal research to increase testosterone and reduce inflammation, 2 things that gradually weaken libido. Apigenin enhanced T synthesis in Leydig cells, according to a 2012 mouse study, whereas celery extract increased hormone levels and reproductive parameters in rats. Easy to include, these low-calorie, powerful sticks can be stirred into soups or munched with almond butter. Because of its energizing properties, celery was associated with fertility gods in Greek folklore. This is echoed in contemporary stories. I've witnessed men who thought their best days were over find fresh life with such basic additions. While each of these 4 vegetables is impressive on its own, when taken as a whole, their full potential becomes apparent. They represent food as a means of mending your body, heart, and the most intimate aspects of your existence. It's not only what they do, the larger picture, diet as a cure for intimacy. I've worked with thousands of older men over the years. Some are frustrated, some are quietly resigned, and many are just looking for optimism. I've discovered that the conversation about intimacy after 60 is too often kept to myself. Too many people give up or become dependent on pills because they believe that waning energy or elusive intimacy is unavoidable. That isn't the whole tale, though. As a physician who has listened to decades' worth of anxieties and dreams, I have seen firsthand how purposeful eating goes beyond simple nourishment to become medicine that fills your veins, reviving confidence and mending broken bits.